So the outer ear is made up of the pinna, which is the visible part of the ear, and the auditory canal, a tube that leads to the middle ear. The pinna helps to collect sound waves and direct them into the auditory canal. The middle ear is a small, air-filled chamber that contains three tiny bones: the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup. So hammer, anvil, stirrup. These bones are connected to each other and to the eardrum. When the sound waves reach the eardrum, they cause it to vibrate. These vibrations are passed on to the hammer, anvil, and stirrup, which amplify them. The inner ear contains the cochlea, which is a spiral fluid-filled structure. The cochlea is lined with hair cells that are sensitive to vibrations. When sound waves reach the cochlea, they cause the fluid inside to vibrate. This vibration causes the hair cells to bend, which sends signals to the auditory nerve. The auditory nerve carries these signals to the brain, where they are interpreted as sound. So through the thalamus to the temporal lobe, which the auditory cortex is a part of. Conduction deafness is a type of hearing loss that occurs when sound waves are unable to reach the inner ear. They can be caused by a blockage in the ear canal, such as earwax or a foreign object, or damage to the eardrum or ossicles. Sensorineural deafness is a type of hearing loss occurs when there is damage to the inner ear or auditory nerve, so here or here. This can be caused by exposure to loud noise, aging, medications, or diseases like meningitis.
So then we have the basilar membrane, which is the membrane of the cochlea of the inner ear, and it's responsible for converting sound waves into electrical signals that are sent to the brain. The hair cells are located on the basilar membrane and are responsible for detecting sound vibrations. The auditory nerve carries these electrical signals from the hair cells to the brain. The thalamus is the relay center in the brain that receives signals from the auditory nerve and sends them to the auditory cortex. And the auditory cortex is located in the temporal lobe and is responsible for processing sound information. The eustachian tube is a tube that connects the middle ear to the back of the throat, and it helps equalize pressure in the middle ear. And the semicircular canals are three fluid-filled tubes in the inner ear that are responsible for detecting head movement. Place, volume, frequency theories are three theories that explain how the brain perceives sound. The place theory states that different frequencies of sound are detected by different locations of the basilar membrane. The volume theory states that the brain can detect high frequencies of sound by the rate at which neurons fire, and the frequency theory states that the brain can detect all frequencies of sound by the frequency at which neurons fire.